Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dragon Ball Speak, a show where we summarize and review every episode of Dragon Ball Z, and we rate them each on a scale of 1 to 7 stars. 7 stars. I'm one of your hosts, Brandon.
And I'm Wesley.
And this is Dragon Ball Speak, episode 64.
It is Brandon's birthday today, so please just drop a comment saying happy birthday, Brandon. He is a king, an icon, a legend. Today is Brandon's birthday. You know it all, yeah. 64.
Quick note, we're 5 episodes away from 69. Drop something in the comments. What should we do for episode 69? Should we do a 69 on camera?
Yeah. Actually,
we can't do that. We cannot do that.
Not here, we can't. Again, head to onlyfans.com/DragonBallSpeak to find what you are seeking.
We're in the top 1% of creators now. Apparently, they don't say that to everyone.
I feel like they do, though.
Episode 207, Videl takes flight. In a few words, if you will, how'd you like this episode?
I didn't hate it. We're kind of in a, what I like to call...
intermediary?
Yeah, we're setting up for some stuff that I don't know about, but I can tell that we're like heading somewhere. So right now we're just kind of in a lull, moving along. So I didn't hate this.
I really like this episode a lot.
Yeah.
I actually like this episode a lot. It starts off in, Gohan's giving Videl the flying lessons, which we kind of ended off with on the last episode.
She's brainwashed by her father.
Yeah, so Gohan's like trying to explain energy, and Goten's just like, oh, it's like this, and then he freaking blasted a rock. And then Videl's like, what the hell? And then Gohan...
he's like, everybody has this inside of them. And she's like, I don't believe that. And he's like, okay, well, then what do you think it is? And she looks at the camera and she says, tricks.
It's a trick.
Son of a gun.
She learned after her father. I do think she's catching on, though.
She is. Yeah.
Because soon after, Gohan has to kind of break it down to the elementary level for her, which is... he's never had to teach it before, but he's teaching it to someone who has never been exposed to any of this before. So, yeah, they're calling it energy, but it's called chi. And he's teaching her like chi control. But so yeah, he gives her this demonstration where he's got his hands open and he's like talking about how you need to be not tense, you need to be calm, and the energy just kind of comes out. And this is the one demonstration I think all children who watch Dragon Ball Z have tried.
Really?
Learning how to, learning how to do it, and then like trying to learn how to fly. It's so frustrating. Yeah, if you're like a kid and you're watching this, and that's all you want to be able to do.
And he's like, it's in everybody, so you can do it.
I'm like, oh my god, I can do it.
Something's wrong with me.
Something is wrong with me. I don't have the energy, Gohan. And yeah, she's getting so frustrated at how hard it is that she kind of starts tearing up. But it's all going well. I like that she didn't.
We've all been there.
Yes, I like that. I like that she's not immediately getting it. I like that Goten, of course, him being 1, he's half Saiyan, 2, he's already Super Saiyan, he's been around Gohan his whole life, so he's kind of catching on very fast. But Videl actually has to kind of work for it, which I like.
Yeah, she's a normie, and that's okay.
She is a normie, but I do think we're getting some hints that she's actually pretty tremendously strong, at least compared to her dad, who...
her loser of a dad.
You thought, at the end of the Cell fight, you thought that was the last we would ever see of Satan. And we get lots more.
Episode 208. I stay surprised at just how integral Mr. Satan is in Dragon Ball Z.
Yes, he is. Remind me in a couple... I have some really big questions to ask you once we get to episode 209, so stay tuned. So they stop to eat dinner or break lunch or whatever, and then Chi-Chi's like, how many rooms do you have in your house? Because she was like talking about how she had a cook. And then she's like, oh, I don't know, probably like 50.
And Chi-Chi's like, whoa.
I kind of forgot that they're like a rich, famous family, but obviously. And
then we have to cut away to my favorite people in the entire world, King
South
Kai and South Kai, because
I told you there's no more Grand Kai.
You did tell me there's no more Grand Kai.
He's not there anymore.
Although we did get a mention of Grand Kai's tournament. Goku.
True, it got canonized.
Yeah.
Tell me about Grand Kai and South Kai.
Just stupid, dumb, stupid shit.
It's not that bad.
It's stupid. I hate them. Anyway, Goku's training. He's trying to figure out how to train and he's got like rock'em bock'em sock'ems on his arms and legs.
Just ankle weights and wrist weights.
They're
And
just big. Were they talking about the gravity? I realized after the fact they might have been talking about gravity. So they weren't. They were talking about how much weight he should put on. And
they very explicitly said like how much do those weigh? And then they said 2 tons each.
And then he was like,
And
"Why
then
should
they
put on
increased
8 times the weight?"
No, he said 8 more tons.
So
So that makes 10. So 2 plus 8, it does equal 10. Well, BB-8 just rolled by. Sorry if you could hear that.
I was actually struggling to do that math.
Yeah, so 2 plus 8, it does equal 10 in the Saiyan universe. In Otherworld.
Okay, well, I'll take your word for it, I guess. And then South Guy has his little dude who's gonna fight, and really all that happens.
He's called Papoy.
Papoy, yeah. How could I forget? The tournament's 28 days away, which I wrote that down because I'm like, oh, we've got a lot of time, and I made a prediction. It's already not true. Prediction: training, next villain, show wraps up with the tournament. So I'm already wrong.
What does that mean? What?
I thought we were like episode, like maybe
an
episode away
training
from the
villain
next
tournament.
Arc.
Okay.
Like, I thought like this arc that we're like 28 days away would be the end of Dragon Ball.
Do you think
Z.
we're getting a villain arc before the show's over?
I think we're gonna get another arc.
You think so? There's gonna be like another like major Frieza or another
This
Cell.
tournament is moving too fast at it because I originally did. I think last episode I said this will be like, or I was like maybe the rest of the show is a tournament arc, but I think it's moving a little too fast paced now. To like we're already gonna start fighting next week, I think, because we did qualifications. So I don't see how you can stretch a tournament to 90 episodes. I mean, I could.
I mean, you could.
Is Mr. Satan the final villain of Dragon Ball Z?
So he's been hiding his power all along. No, so you do think we're getting like a traditional villain at some point?
Yeah, I wrote like a villain arc, something. Yeah, I just don't think we're gonna have 90 episodes of a tournament. Although that would be sick in its own way if done right.
It would be sick if done right. It would be very, very not sick if not done right.
Yeah, I thought it would be like training. We have 28 days till the tournament, and then a big bad appears, and they fight, and that's like a bunch of episodes, and then the last 10 episodes is like the tournament. It's all of our friends like fighting, seeing who's the strongest. I thought that would have been a cool way to end Dragon Ball Z. And then Goku could have like his little goodbye on the final day.
Just to skip ahead a little bit, we didn't get a lot of training, no. But in this episode, we do get one of my favorite scenes in the whole series, which is the Vegeta and Trunks training together in the weight room scene.
Oh my god, that cracked me up.
I love that scene. It's so good.
It is cool at first though, because it starts with Vegeta training. He's going hard, and then Trunks is like just
barely able to walk.
And I forgot that like they train with gravity, so I was just like, all right, Trunks, he's doing his own. He's unique and he's quirky. He's got his own thing. And then it turns out they're at 110% gravity.
150 times gravity.
Oh shit, that's
110% is we could do that.
Oh, I don't think I could. But yeah, so they train and they're talking. Vegeta's mostly worried that Trunks, his son, is not going to be as strong as Goten, which is Kakarot's son.
Yes.
That's like his primary concern. He's not even worried about winning. And he's talking to Trunks about it, and Trunks is like, yeah, I think so. I mean, I can do this thing that he does, and then bam, wha-bam.
Super Saiyan.
I
love Vegeta's just shock. Like, you know that burns.
He like
everything he went through.
Yeah, it's too quick for it to be like meta commentary on what it sounds like a lot of people thought about Goten going Super Saiyan so quickly. But like Vegeta's you guys.
Yes. No, that's actually intentional too. Like he knew what he was doing. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, he says it's a famous line, but he's like, "What is this? A Super Saiyan bargain sale?"
Yeah, and he's like, "Is this a children's plaything now?" Just
the legend of the Super Saiyan is just kids can just do it. Like, no, he has the respect for the form that I have.
Yeah.
And Goku's probably just.
I do think it just means that Goten and Trunks are gonna one day like just
stomp
significantly outpace their father.
I mean, they're definitely already outpacing their fathers.
Yeah. Like the amount of struggle they went through to go Super Saiyan versus them, like it's a snap of the finger versus lifting a world, basically.
Maybe they will unlock Super Saiyan 10.
Oh, Super
That's
Saiyan.
why he's named Go 10.
Oh my god.
Go 10 times.
Go 10.
Anyway, going back. Goten learns how to fly. Vidal's still frustrated because she's not learning, and then she barely is able to fly a little bit, and they're like, great job. Gohan's like, you're doing good. He's like, no one learns that fast on their first day, and she's like, oh, really? And then she sees Goten. She sees Goten flying around super fast.
And Gohan's
more or less.
You are kind of cramping the style. I'm trying to make moves here, and you need to slow it down.
Yeah, he was getting his swag crimped a little bit.
Yeah, he was like, you're ruining everything about this moment. And he's like, I'm about to order this girl to cut her hair short so that she can remind me of my hot Aunt Bulma.
Yeah, so he's like, hey, by the way, while she's leaving, he's like, hey, you should probably cut your hair. And she's like, oh, you like girls with shorter hair? And she thinks it's like a flirty moment.
I thought it was, and I was like, I wrote like Oedipus complex. I was like, this is a weird moment. And then he's like, well, for fighting and stuff. And he's blushing.
But she did.
She did, and it's sick. It looks sick.
Oh, really? I was gonna say it's one of the biggest downgrades in anime history.
I like it. They also changed her like eyes or something, or they gave her like more angry eyes all the time, like the like sharp edges and stuff.
It just depends, yeah, on the scene. So yeah, we get 150 times gravity with Trunks and Vegeta. So he does make him the bet. He's like, all right, since you can turn Super Saiyan, if you can hit me in the face one time, I will take you to the park.
This part was awesome.
And
Trunks is so excited about his father
taking him to the park. You know it's never happened.
It's never. That's why he's like, oh my God, really, Dad? This is awesome. And like, I mean, it sounds like they do go to the park, but not before.
They went.
Trunks does indeed land a hit, and then Vegeta lands a much harder one. And he's like, Dad, what the fuck? You hit me. And he's like, I never said I wasn't going to hit you.
What's funny is he didn't mean to. It's just his fighting instinct. Like he got hit on the face, so he didn't even think about hitting back.
His kid's crying, and he's like, we can go to the park. And then his kid stops.
Dry your tears. Yeah, and then we get the hair downgrade, and then that's the end of the episode.
Upgrade.
I gave it a 5 out of 7. You think it's so? You think it's an upgrade?
Yeah, I like it. I think it looks cool.
It's funny. This is another internal debate in the Dragon Ball community.
Her entire fit right now is like it's very 90s.
I love the fit. The short
shirt.
leggings with the baggy shirt. I think it's cool.
The hair's sick.
It's all right. Pigtails was better. 5 out of 7 is what I gave it.
I gave it a 4 out of 7.
4. Harsh.
Yeah.
Next, we get Gather for the Tournament, episode 208. I'll preface this one by saying I don't think it had the best art. It was definitely the interns episode.
Yeah, there was something. Oh, no, it's the next episode.
The audio also in 208 was like consistently.
I thought the audio on all of them was weird.
If the audio on all of them was weird, that makes me feel like it's like a TV thing. But maybe because it was on game mode or something.
Maybe, I don't know. It just sounded different.
But the art in 208 was quite bad overall. But that's okay.
Not as bad as Krillin's hair, am I right?
I don't hate Krillin's hair. Here's the question. How do they always make Vegeta, like, so cool? Like, how is he always so cool?
BDE, bro. I mean,
he's
got a character with BDE, and, like, it's effortless.
He's actually got DDE, dad dick energy. I'm not going to lie, which is like a step above BDE.
Yeah, that's a big step up.
Him being a dad now, I mean, you know he's got that big swinging Vegeta hog. That great ape.
Long balls, too. Like, long balls. Those things are wrapped up when he's fighting, for sure.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Like the tail.
The only
wrapped
person
around the waist.
Tied up with a rubber band. The only person whose balls are longer is probably Roshi. And that's just because Roshi's got full-on old man balls.
Yeah, Goku probably has, like, short balls, but, like, a longer, dad dick. Because he's got 2 kids.
And it looks longer because of how short the balls are, too.
But it looks smaller because Goku's, like, a foot taller than Vegeta.
Oh, yeah. So
proportionally...
he's not getting as many inches per inch.
Drop a comment in the comments below. Which Vegeta or Goku, who is more daddy?
Yeah. We all know the answer.
I know the answer.
I do too. We'll talk next week on Dragon Ball Speak.
Moving on.
Krillin has his hair, and if he doesn't shave that damn head, we're going to have some problems here on Dragon Ball Speak.
Fidel is flying higher than the trees. Goten's flying super fast. Oh, it's called Gather for the Tournament. I don't know if I said that or not. Gather for the tournament. So Videl says to Gohan, she's like, man, I hope my dad better not find out that I'm hanging out with a guy. She says I'm only allowed to date a boy who's stronger than him. And Gohan's like, if only he knew.
Yeah.
And is this when Gohan asks if she'd be okay with like her father losing in the fight? Okay, and which her answer was, yes, I hope he loses because he's gotten like way too cocky.
Yeah.
And then Gohan was like, is he like training? And she's like,
not that I can, or he does it privately because.
yeah, he does it privately. She's not allowed to watch him train.
But we later find out that he's not really training.
Yeah. So she asks Gohan, who taught you? And then he's like, Piccolo and Goku. And then Goten's like, yeah, our dad's dead, but he's coming back for a day for the tournament. And then Gohan gets mad because...
Goten!
Yeah, just like that. Actually, it was pretty close to that. And what I don't get...
Yeah. Yeah, he's showing them... They know the big secret. She knows the big secret. But, like, the Goku part's a step too far.
Like, okay, like, I guess you don't want people to know that, like, someone can come back from the dead. Like, are the Dragon Balls a secret? They're not allowed to go Super Saiyan in the tournament because they don't want everyone to know that they were the ones who were fighting Cell. I also wonder why that matters. I don't really know if I get it. Now, I don't think they should go Super Saiyan in the tournament because I think that, one, everyone's on a level playing field in that case, more or less. And then two, it makes destruction of the ring a little bit less likely.
Yeah.
And I just think it's good. Like, if I was them, I would even do like a no flying and no Super Saiyan. Just like hand to hand.
Although apparently all humans can fly, so.
I mean, Krillin's been able to fly for a long time.
That's true, but a lot of these chumps aren't flying.
Chumps. So Videl finally actually flies home herself, not like in the plane thing. And so who tells? Oh, so I think no. Who tells Krillin that he's a goofy hairdo? I think it was Gohan tells him that.
No, it's Goku.
I think Goku also does. I'm on the plane right now.
Yeah.
So we're on the plane on the way to the tournament, and everyone's in the plane, and it's kind of...
You know who else is there?
Yamcha?
Yamcha.
You want to know what he says?
Yeah.
He says, if I fight, I would just embarrass myself. I'm done fighting.
He knows. He knows his place.
Yamcha has a 0-win record in the entirety of Dragon Ball's history, and so he's planning on keeping it that way.
And that's okay. You know? He's got a sick fit now, too, so he's moved on to better things.
He's got 1 win against Goku, but it doesn't count. So yeah, it feels good to have the gang back together.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Gohan's going to have the Great Saiyaman fit on because he doesn't want people to realize he's Gohan.
I need you to tell me one thing right now.
Yeah.
Do you think he turns Super Saiyan with the Saiyaman fit on? And do you think it would look cool?
Does the turban stay on the spiked hair?
The turban would blow off.
Then not cool.
The sunglasses would also blow off.
Doubly not cool. I want the turban to stay on the hair.
But it doesn't. There's no way it would stay on. It would fly off.
Well, then you got a bad outfit. Go on. You need to go back to your stylist and figure things out. You should be prepared for all moments in fighting. I mean, I'm sick and tired of these people going Super Saiyan and their shirts ripping and they're like the Hulk can keep his pants on. Explain that.
So does Goku.
Why do they not? How come the shirts come off but the pants never do?
It's an anime trope.
Is it because we're not supposed to see
the hog, the great ape? That is why. So no Super Saiyans. Yeah, Gohan and everyone agree to make a rule not to go Super Saiyan for the sake of, I guess, secrecy.
Yeah, and Vegeta's like, I don't care about secrecy. If a journalist appears, I'll destroy them.
Yeah, how do you feel about that as a journalist in today's America?
It's a little MAGA chutish. I'm gonna be honest. Vegeta might have he might have voted for Trump.
Did Vegeta participate in the January 6th riots?
I don't have enough evidence yet to confirm or deny, but he's leaning towards he's definitely at least supported it.
So the gang is back. Satan arrives. Okay, so everyone lands on the island. They're kind of like looking around for Goku at the tournament place, and then Mr. Satan arrives, and everyone's like, yeah, whoa. And he's like, yeah, my chances of winning are 120%. And that was, I'll be honest, that was not my best Mr. Satan. I love the crowd cheering for Satan. That's a nice touch.
Go Satan, go Satan, go Satan. Yeah, it's sick.
It is sick. It's pretty sick. Goku eventually instant transmissions directly in front of them. I don't know why this scene was done so awkwardly.
Okay, so that's good because I was about to say I have a hot take. This return did not hit at all.
It should have hit though.
It should have
because they haven't seen it. It's just weird. Like the budget was not there for this episode or something because he's like looking. Every shot is about 3 seconds too long.
Yeah.
So
Piccolo's is the funniest thing I've ever seen in this show.
Oh, I thought
Everybody
his looked.
gets, like,
I thought his looked fine.
Everyone has like a nice like headshot, and Piccolo's is zoomed in like only on his face, and he's just like doing his little smirk. I just thought it was funny.
No, that's good. That's funny. That's really funny. No, it kind of like shows every character's reaction, which if done quickly would have been fine. But like I said, it's about 3 seconds too long on each one. The heartwarming part would be, in my opinion, Goten meeting his father.
Yeah.
I think that was handled pretty well. But overall, like I think they could have done it a lot better.
Yeah, it didn't hit at all. Like, I was just like, okay.
It should have been very emotional.
It should have, but it wasn't. I think that I wanted Goku to be gone longer. It's been 7 years in the show, but it hasn't been too long for us. And yeah, like you mentioned, I think handling the situation better animation-wise would have gone a long way. It is awkward. It's too long, and yeah, it didn't hit for me, and I'm a little sad about it.
Yeah, so he's been gone for... Sorry. About 30 episodes. 20 to 30 episodes.
He's been dead. I meant, when I say gone, I meant like, I would love
Absent.
if like he was absent for longer, and then his return was more.
I do think
triumphant.
there's something missing with him being like fully absent a little bit. Like, I like my little Saiyaman arc that we just had with Gohan in high school, but it does feel like the bulk of the narrative purpose of the show is like also absent. I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't think it's because they couldn't do it. I think they're just not doing it as well as it could be done. I think having the absent, the father, the hero of the show, gone for a period. We all, even back then, you knew he's coming back. Like, he's coming back. It's freaking Goku.
I mean, he's only back for a day.
Yeah,
which
I
is
know, but
presumably a couple episodes.
Like, we knew he was going to come back. I knew he was going to come back. I didn't believe for a second that he was gone. Like, if he was just absent for like 50 episodes and then something happens, and Goku appears again, that would have been super sick, even if just for a day. They've just been kind of like, I don't know. I feel like we didn't get really much of a reprieve from him. Yeah, I still feel like he's part of the show, even though he hasn't been.
It feels like they didn't commit to his absence. Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Which, I mean, who knows? Yeah, it's tough to get rid of your character that you've been with for like 200 episodes.
Yeah, so the Goku's back. We get all the reintroductions. They're all fine and dandy, and then so Trunks and Goten have to be in the junior division. If you're under 15 years old, you have to be in the junior. That's a new thing.
A lot of kids about to get fucked up.
I kind of like how this whole thing is set up in such a way that's kind of like it's almost like a metaphor, like of a commercialization of something that was once great.
Yeah.
Basically, like, everything's different now from the last time they did a tournament. However, it's been so many years in universe and out of universe. Think of how many years it's been. Like, if you're reading Dragonball weekly or monthly or whatever it was, like, it's been a long ass time since we've gotten a tournament.
Yeah.
Since Goku fought Piccolo. So, if you don't count Cell, which obviously it's different.
Yeah, it used to feel very like not secret society, but like it was only.
It was underground.
There.
Yeah, it was only the fighter. Now it's so overly commercialized. It's part of why Piccolo destroys all the cameras.
It's like a theme park when you
exactly.
Show up. They literally go to like an island for.
And then Satan, of course, he is the representation of that. Probably also where he got his name from, kind of like one of those types of things. But I kind of like, even in the next episode, spoilers, we kind of get like the announcer who actually recognizes our crew, which for one is amazing. For two, he basically says these things. He's like, it's not what it used to be.
Yeah.
So he's excited about that. But yeah, I gave that one a 3 out of 7. It was okay.
I gave it a 4 out of 7.
Really?
Yeah. It's in the same boat as the other one for me. We're just kind of moving along, getting ready for things. Yeah.
209 is camera shy, so we have a little subplot in this episode amongst the actual plot.
Make sure I'm across. I can't remember if I hit the freaking button now. We are recording.
Not the watering can. Oh no, it's just the lid full of dirt.
Yeah.
That's okay.
We'll get that after.
Yeah.
Going down. Got some bad energy in this bit.
Meet me in the mall. It's going. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Our camera turned off, but just ignore whatever we put up and then keep watching like it never happened. Yeah. We've never had a technical difficulty before, nor have we ever missed an episode upload on a Saturday. So just catch us.
Yeah.
Cut us some slack, baby. Cut us some slacks, like the pants that you wear. Yeah. So camera shy.
Camera
Keep
shy.
going. No, keep going. Finish the ridiculousness.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, I'm Rob Dudek, and this is ridiculousness. Don't do this. Don't try this at home. Seriously, this guy got really hurt. Camera shy. We have a little subplot here. So first off, Trunks is a little savage. He tells Goten, he's like, your dead father doesn't look that strong.
Yeah, immediately.
It's like, bro, you don't even know who you're disrespecting right now. Put some respect on his name, and no, your dad could not beat him.
Although I respect Trunks for saying it.
Although I do have a question for you. Goku versus Vegeta today. Who wins? Goku has technically been training in other worlds, you could say. Vegeta has been training in the real world.
I still think Goku's got it.
Why is that?
Because Goku was past the point of like physical training. He was meditating at the end there.
That's not.
On top of the mountain.
That's
so,
not.
No, that is. So you meditate after you physically train.
So yeah, Trunks says Vegeta's stronger, but
Of course he's gonna say that. It's his dad.
yeah, I do like the it's like my dad is stronger than your dad type thing, but it like applies much more in this show because they've actually fought before and Goku won, but barely. Actually, Goku didn't win. The whole team won because Goku lost, more or less. But he won. 18 is there. Oh, yeah, so Goku freaks out because he sees 18 finally. And she's
after
like,
making fun of Krillin's hair.
Yeah, and she's like, oh, you noticed. And her apathetic attitude is always entertaining to me.
Krillin's like, believe it or not, we are married.
Goku versus 18, who wins?
18.
You think that?
Yeah, I think she's the strongest of our group right now.
Interesting.
Well, not maybe... The strongest of Vegeta and Goku.
You think she's stronger than Vegeta and Goku?
Yeah.
And Piccolo and Gohan.
She did some damage.
Gohan
last time.
beat Cell.
Well, not Gohan. I meant the fathers and probably Piccolo. She's a savage.
So you think Gohan's the strongest out of all of them still? 7 years later after not training.
I secretly think that Goten and Trunks are stronger than all of them. But we haven't tapped into that power yet.
If that were true, I would be pissed because they haven't earned it. They have never fought anybody. So
yeah, well, I just meant like natural strength.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean like in a fight, who wins?
Between any of them, the number one fighter right now.
Yeah, rank them in terms of strength.
Okay, let me think.
Like if they were fighting each other, who would win type strength?
Right now, Goku, Vegeta.
Over Gohan? Yes.
Piccolo, Gohan.
Piccolo's stronger than Gohan?
Yeah.
How so?
Because he's been keeping up, and Gohan
that is a factor.
Has not
that is
been
a factor.
Doing much. Also, Piccolo has that lightning stuff going on, so that means he's strong.
Gohan had some lightning back in his day.
Back in his day, it's been a
7
while,
years
though.
ago when he was 11 years old.
Trunks, Goten, and probably Oolong.
Sleeper hit. Do you think that Trunks is actually a little stronger than Goten? Because they keep saying it, but maybe that's a subversion.
I think so. I hope so. I gotta say, I'm a big Trunks supporter versus the old Goten.
Oh,
I don't like Goten's voice actor. I think I said this last time. These episodes were especially not great. I did not like it.
I do like that they just went with a different one because it's like, I don't know. I think it's
like
not a bad thing.
With. Also, I don't really. I don't know. I like Trunks better. I also know where Trunks is going, so that's kind of cool.
You know where that Trunks went.
Well,
this is technically a different Trunks.
I'm talking about Jean Jacket.
I know, but like that was still technically a different timelines version of Trunks.
You're not understanding. I'm saying across every timeline, there's constants, and one constant for Trunks is a jean jacket.
Can you hear that?
Not really.
I think there's a
helicopter. Yeah. So because Brandon got the time constraints wrong, the time police are on their way to teach him about jean jackets.
That is a little alarming.
Yeah. It's gone now. Maybe it was like a life flight.
That was literally the life flight now. That was literally like a military helicopter above my house.
Oh my God.
Probably a quadcopter. Anyway, so we get a little Vidal's flying faster and we get a little Sharpener. They just call him Sharpener now.
Yeah, she just straight up says like Sharpener.
It was Sharpener.
Sharpener.
And tell me about the subplot. Tell me how you rank it among the among the subplots.
So is it as good as Chobi? Right off the bat, no, it's not.
Chobi's better.
Chobi is better.
Is it as good as Popoi?
That's a tough one because Popoi, if Popoi had one thing, it was a lot of the word Popoi, and it's a good word.
Yep.
Whereas Sharpener has the wrong word, and he's kind of a creep now.
So yeah, Sharpener's, he's got this all of a sudden, which we've never really gotten before. He has this obsession with Videl.
Yeah, he's like, I'm taking pictures of you. If this was not a kid's show, I'd probably be trying to take even more creeper pictures.
Literally, yeah. So he's trying to take pictures of Videl, and she's like ignoring him for Gohan. And he's like trying to find Saiyaman's identity because he's jealous that Videl is spending so much time with Saiyaman, because apparently all of a sudden he's like obsessed with Videl, even though they were just friends. And I thought it was implied, maybe not, that he was dating Erasa.
I thought so too.
Or maybe that was just me.
No, I thought I was right there with you. It's also weird because he thinks if he can unmask the great Saiyaman, Videl will come to him.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Like, why does he want? Like, what does it matter? What
he says like, once I show her these photos, she'll be crawling back to me or something like that. It's like, I don't know if that's how that works. Take off Spider-Man's mask and you don't like him anymore.
That's true for Black Cat.
It's true. She likes the kinkier mask on. Mask stays on.
MJ loves the mask off.
Yes.
Gwen loves a little bit of both.
Yeah, but she has a broken back. And she's dead.
I broke my back. Spinal.
Spider-Man broke my back.
Spinal. Goku is dead. Yes. So he's explaining to a reporter. They're like, "Where are you from?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm dead." And they're like, "What?" And then he's like, "Yeah." And he points up and he's just like explaining like the Halo and like dead people and stuff. And then Piccolo destroys the camera because he's like, I guess doesn't want people to know what happens. But at the same time, like he has a Halo over his head, not touching his hair like the pop. It is over his head.
I feel like it appeared midway through this episode.
No, it was there from the beginning. I checked.
Can we get a fact check?
Yes. 1, 2, 3. It's there.
Oh,
so anyway, Goku is dead. Announcer remembers them. So yeah, eventually they walk up and the announcer sees them and he's like, "No way, it's you guys." And they're like, "Yeah, what's up?" And he's like, "I'm so excited you're back. It's been so boring. Capital B boring without you."
Capital B boring.
I'm only going fast because we're about to run out of battery.
Oh, Jesus. What's going on tonight?
But I would like to know, when do you think this tournament will end? How many episodes? Predict it right now. What episode will the tournament
14.
end?
So
223.
223.
Yeah, the announcer remembers them. The only other thing that happens of note is, Erasa's trying to get, or Sharpener's trying to get.
Sharpener's camera gets broken and he has a Joker moment. We see him get Jokerfied.
Oh, the killing joke.
The killing. No, he just gets Jokerfied. Like the.
Oh, what is that? I don't know what that
means. Jock Jams. 2019 Joker.
Yeah, so we get a little cameo from Ginyu Frog. Gohan finds Ginyu Frog and picks him up, and then he just disappears. Is so that Sharpener would have to fall on his face. We get a kid doing a money shot on Gohan's face with a water gun. They literally say money shot. That's not me.
Okay.
They literally said the word money shot.
I was like, I'll have to edit that.
No. And then we end the episode with the punch scores, which is it's a perfect representation of what I was talking about earlier. Yeah. It's so stupid, but
it's this little vending machine, or not the vending machine, a little game
at Dave and Buster's. Yeah, but this was kind of funny to me. I really like this scene a lot. It makes me laugh because everyone's like trying to be gentle, and getting like way higher scores than Satan got anyway. He got like a
137.
He got a 137. Everyone's getting like 200s, but they're like trying.
The mechanic is broken.
Yeah, they're like trying very hard not to. And then Vegeta walks up last, and he freaking punches through the machine and destroys it because, of course.
Yeah.
And that's where the episode ends. I gave it a 4 out of 7 stars.
I gave this one a 3 out of 7.
Mm-hmm.
My least favorite of the bunch.
Okay.
The little camera stuff is just boring.
What do you want episode 210 to be?
I want to fight.
Yeah.
I want to fight you.
Oh,
on
me.
Camera.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Dragon Ball Speak, episode 64. Episode 65, it turns out, we're going to fight on camera. Stay tuned. What happens next? Who wins the tournament? Oh, who beats Satan in a fight? I want to ask you. Who do you think will have to fight Satan and beat him?
It's Videl. They've been setting up Videl. It's Videl. And she's going to beat him with one punch.
And
one punch!
Yeah!
Oh.
That's it. Cut.